My name is Joshua Deegan. I'm from the United States. I am the chair of a 501c3, which in the United States is a nonprofit organization. Our goal, first of all, this is Amy Deegan, Heidi Speck, professor. Everyone else has been introduced. There's Lucy. We have all been working together, and our goal is to right a wrong. And by righting a wrong is, originally we came to Bagnovka to perform work restoring the cemetery. 5 years ago, we saw Hebrew letters sticking out of the stones. Rabbi Shudrick in Warsaw was made aware of what we found, and we asked his permission and then worked with Philip and Rabbi Rappaport now in order to seek the permission through them, and then they contacted Vice President Rudnitsky and President Truskolaski in order to get permission for us to do some work, to do limited work, to see if they really were Matsuva. Based on our preliminary findings, the three first Matsuva were dated from 1809 through around 1852, proving that they could have only come from the rabbinic cemetery because no other cemeteries were functioning during those time frames. According to some of the neighbors in the neighborhood, back in the mid-1960s, trucks began showing up and dumping Matsuvot, which were from where your Central City Park is, and they dumped them in this location. And apparently that was performed by the communist regime, which was in control of Bialystok at the time. We began full excavation work with the city's approval last Wednesday and continued through yesterday, where we found approximately 120 Matsuvot. We have begun transporting these stones from this location into Bagnovka Cemetery temporarily until a solution is worked out where they can be restored back to the rabbinic cemetery. We began working in 2016. Heidi has been working since the early 2000s here, and she is our historian translator. Our work is to repair the damage caused by the communists and Nazis for the destruction throughout the Bialystok region. This is just not the Jewish people's history of folks that lived in Bialystok, such as my wife's grandparents who were burned in the Great Synagogue Fire. But this is your history, the people of Bialystok. So through cooperative effort, we hope to get these back to a location, the rabbinic cemetery, where they rightfully belong. I want to thank the people of Bialystok, Vice President Rudnitsky, and everyone that we've met for the support that we've been given for this project. It's only been a positive experience. In closing, there's been many people that came from Bialystok, volunteers that just saw our project, Bialystokers, non-Jews that have begun working to help us restore Bagnovka and want to continue this process. So we'd like to thank them as well. And there is a very special person here today in addition to all of you and us. And Philip down the end, I would like to thank him very much, because without his assistance, we would not have been able to get these accomplishments. So Philip, thank you. I did want to mention we have a website for those people who are interested. It's bialystokcemeteryrestoration.org, and it tells the whole story of our progress. So I don't know if anybody needs that written down in writing, but we would like you to promote that. And the last question I have is, remember we had discussed the clearing of the back of Bagnovka so we can continue the restoration in the woods? Because we need to make our future plans for continuing the restoration. So we need to know what your timeline is for beginning that work. We'll be back next August.